No, of course not. But I would just think if you had the easy access of the on command demand of what you wanted.
I mean, that's the 60s, 70s.
That's
80s.
That's the
shit.
robot from
The
the
90s.
Jetsons.
I mean, honestly, to keep it real with you, that was until about 10 years ago.
Oh,
Everything's
yeah.
on command.
Oh,
I know I'm fact checking with my women in the room.
Yeah.
So about 10 years ago,
10 years
that's
ago,
how shit was. Like,
on command, say, hey
the
Siri,
progressiveness as
or,
far
hey,
as like,
give me my dinner.
it's crazy we stumbled into
okay.
this.
Oh, yeah.
This is Keep Back Podcast, guys. I'm DJ Sip.
Danny Vita.
We stumbled into a great podcast topic, and it's kind of lead into what we're talking about for us tonight. But
Absolutely.
like, it's crazy how like progressiveness in women is like come in the last 10 years.
But
If you really think about it, if you really want to get into it, dude.
Yes.
2010, 2009, 2009, I may have been grabbing ass in the bar. I might have grabbed an ass in the bar at 2008, 2009.
But now
I'm gonna keep it real with you.
And now I'm the chick at the bar. I'm fondling you, my guy. I'm trying to know what's in your bank account. I'm trying to know. Not saying myself.
We close the door.
Not trying to say myself, of course. I want to put it out there that I'm the Mona Lisa's of the A.
Mm-hmm.
But you have a more aggressive, reformed, go about it my way type female.
Yeah, man. I mean, and I feel like that's a great topic. It's been a lot to talk about.
Yes.
It's been a while.
Yes, it has.
We can recap on a lot.
Of course.
I don't have notes.
I do.
The notes.
I definitely have the
hot
notes.
takes.
I love it. I'm here.
Let's get into it. First off, how have you been?
I've been great. It's been a lot going on as far as creative modes. I definitely, when it comes to podcasting, I've had people reach out to me about input, just how to keep a podcast going, how to, put up content. What are y'all talking about? And the thing is, I want people to really reach into their bag. And if your bag is full of other bags, when I say other bags, other lanes, whether it be dance, whether it be arts, whether it be skits, whether it be whatever it is, I want you to hone in on whatever your main thing is and then expand.
It's crazy, man. When people ask that question to me, my whole response is just basically just like, my nigga, just do it. Dude.
Just do it.
I feel like we have 100 episodes in the can.
Absolutely.
Easily, maybe give or take.
We've been going for 3 years.
And to be honest, like if first year and a half, I was expecting maybe 5-10 people listening to the episode. So like, when you start when you set like realistic expectations for yourself and you start exceeding those expectations naturally, that's when it makes it awesome. So like for people who do have questions about like how to maintain and how to kind of create and generate content, just do it, man. Like, especially right now during quarantine, man. It's like not a lot of people doing it, and you have a lot of people with capital doing it, like DJ Scream and all these other DJs hopping into the podcast, or like a radio person that's hopping into podcasting. But I feel like podcast is kind of like public access for radio.
Right. And then you have
public access for radio.
Public access. But then let's get on to like even like the our First Amendment and people actually talking about rights right now. Freedom of speech, being able to talk about what you want to talk about, what you feel that people like you.
The irony of it is that it's the vice president of debate going on right now. We got fucking the devil himself, Mike Pence, going on against the safe candidate Kamala Harris. That's I'm gonna leave it at that.
Yeah, we're gonna get into an election type based episode in a couple of weeks.
I'm gonna be real with you. Like, if you have a cell phone and you live in a country that's not on a black hole list in the media, you need to fucking vote. Like, unless you live in North Korea or fucking like Andaman Islands. You know what I'm saying? Like, you should know the fucking vote, man. Like, and if you don't need to vote, like, you don't need to be fucking listening. Go do some other shit with your life.
I did learn that ex-felons actually can vote as long as they're not on parole.
Is it in Florida, right?
No, this nationwide. Here, actually in Georgia.
That's amazing.
If you're not on parole, probation, or anything that's like outstanding, you can vote.
That's amazing. I feel like a lot of people, especially
no open tickets either.
Really?
Yep. There it goes.
I mean, if you do your time, pay your time to the state, man, you should be able to do it.
And there's plenty of them in the neighborhood and in the community that's been doing that. So, cool. But since we've been talking about that and there's been a break, we've seen some things in the news. We've seen I don't even want to say the demise, but the downfall and the upfall and the upgoing of Tory Lanez. We saw
Man, Tory
the Megan
Lanez
Stallion
is the
situation.
greatest.
Yeah.
Forgive me, I was like watching fucking Jane the Virgin. Is that the show?
Oh, look at you, Netflix and
I
chill.
was watching it. My girl was watching before I left, and I have like these fucking hot takes in my head
Is it a
referencing
good
that
show?
show.
I'm gonna
And-
watch it if you like it though.
And Tori's the fucking telenovela of the pandemic. It's crazy because like he went from kind of being a joke to like being the man, and all your favorite Instagram joints that you follow that you don't like their photos because you don't want people knowing that you like their photos. It was on in his fucking live. Y'all know what I'm talking about, all the guys in the room. And he got the bag, got out of his recording deal, and then he's in all this muck, like bog of just like, I don't know, man. It's still up in the air. I'm not gonna.
So
I don't
this
know.
actually brings me to my first topic of the night, because we've seen where it's been the most negative situation and for an artist or a celebrity, and there was the idea of cancel culture.
Yeah.
You know, and I really wanted to get into that because what justifies someone being canceled?
You know, I hate. I sound like an old head when I talk to people about
But
things.
people love to hear you talk.
But,
so go
but
ahead.
my whole thing is this, right? Like,
Okay,
I've done some dumbass shit in my time,
same.
as we've
Cheers.
all, and I've grown from that. Like I said earlier, I grabbed ass in the club. I told chicks you were fucking ugly if you didn't accept my advance.
Wow, you were there.
But like at the end of the day, like you need to grow from that. You need to know that that was a problem. And now, if the problem is if you continue to do that, you know, like I mean, at the end of the day, we're all guys. We learn off dumb shit, man. Like, I'm not making excuses, but like we all learn off of each other. And yeah, man, I forgot where
I feel it.
going
No,
back
just-
to,
But just the idea of like, you know, when they try to like cancel you completely.
oh yeah,
Like,
sorry,
let's be
cancel.
clear,
Sorry
though.
about that.
Yeah, I got you.
So I
got
think
you.
no one should be canceled at the end of the day. Like,
Okay.
unless you just do something fucking egregious, Jeffrey Epstein, Pizzagate shit. But like, if you like, no one should be canceled. The same goes back to people being able to vote if they go to jail for their time. Like you should be able to grow from this and learn. Like, that's where I stand. Like personally, you know.
Does it make it different if, say, the act or the crime itself is different? So, you know, let's say R. Kelly, right? We know he did. We're not even really gonna give him his spotlight. But then you got Tory Lanez, who is an amazing artist, is an amazing writer, puts out great music. I'm not gonna lie, I did hear the project. I kind of like it.
I haven't listened to it just because of principle.
Don't sue me. Don't shoot me.
No, it's okay. Because I'm about to say something that's a hot take that I don't
Okay.
think people are really ready for. I don't think, like, the criminal system, like, I don't know if I'm fucking John Lewis Sip right now, but I don't think the criminal system, justice system in the States are like, no one should go to jail for shit like that. Like, if anything, you should be on some, I heard, you know how, like, back in the day, the old people had Spanish flu? They just made you go to an island for the rest of your life. Just go do that. Like, just banish R. Kelly to an island for the rest of his life. Like, you shouldn't put no one in shackles, man. Like, that's inhumane. But, like, you should socially ostracize them for what they've done.
Okay.
So that's what I would do. I would banish R. Kelly to some fucking little island.
That's what Australia was.
Go to a little island and
Yeah, what you say?
That's what Australia was. Australia was an island where British people
misfits.
sent all the misfits and
Yeah.
criminals, and then now look, they ride kangaroos.
I mean, I was
So-
gonna say Arkham Asylum, but that's not real. But we get it.
Yeah.
Like, you know, you want to
No,
make sure
there's
that like
literally a woman-
there's reform and
you're from New
rehabilitation.
York. You know what I'm talking about. The lady, the first Spanish flu case, she was an immigrant from the Ireland, and she was cooking in people's houses. And she wanted to keep her cooking. She kept getting people sick. They banished her to an island in New York. They need to do that to fucking people in jail, basically. If you did some crazy shit like R. Kelly. But anyways,
But in the flip side with Tory Lanez, he did something.
my
to
whole thing
one
is
specific female.
it's still so up in the air. Like, I don't know, man. Like, yes, there was a gun was discharged. Yes, she was hit with scrap metal. It seems. It doesn't seem like it was a direct hit. So, like, I don't know, man. Like, we've seen people get off for way worse.
We have
You know what I'm saying? R.I.P. Breonna Taylor. And let's get to that, actually.
Justice for
It's been enough
Vince.
time. We haven't spoken about this in
justice
a while.
for Vincent Truitt. Period.
So, like, obviously people need to talk about this and people need to vote and all
Good
that.
job.
People,
Yes.
But I'm not even gonna talk about what happened because we all obviously know what happened. We know what's gonna continue to happen.
Mm-hmm.
But I think we need to do as a society is like really create a plan and hold people to this. Like when people say defund the police, it's like, all right, cool, that sounds cute, but like, what do you actually mean by defunding the police? What is the end goal in that? And I feel like that's where like groups like Black Panther or something like Eastern Star or Masonry needs to come in and have like group like dialogue.
You know,
Amongst like the communities
yeah.
to be like, what do we really want? Because this obviously this protesters ain't really doing shit. It's cute.
Yeah.
It looks cool. It's cool to go take some photos and do some shit, but like, what is it really achieving? And like, that's what I mean. I sit home and think about that type of shit when I see all this like injustices going on.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck is wanton endangerment? Like that is like such a disregard for human life is insane.
Yeah, no, it's so great. We went to that because, of course, those that do know on a personal level, I had to witness injustice in my personal family. Of course, shout out to Justice for Benson Truitt. And of course, I'm not going to speak too much on it, what can be spoken on, but something that I believe, I did some. I went back to my childhood. I looked at School of Rock. Where,
it's a great movie, actually.
Yes, how to create. I'm just a bill. I'm only a bill. How you actually
School of
implement
Rock,
laws, like the videos and the stuff like that.
I thought you meant the Jack Black movie.
Oh, that's a classic too. That's shout out to Jack Black. But I looked at that too, though. But I was just going back and seeing like the process and what it takes, and I thought about the stuff that people wanted that people don't ask for. So one thing that we're seeking right now is the mandating of body cam footage after crimes happen. And I want people to be more specific. They say your older, your ancestors or your older family, they say be specific on your prayers. You need to cut down and be specific on what it is you're trying to get justice for, what you're trying to get solved, or what you want to like accomplish. So that's one thing that I personally am striving for as far as the need and demand for footage after.
Yeah, like my whole thing is like I'm not gonna. This isn't NPR. This isn't Throughline. Like I'm not fucking. I'm not homie from the Daily that left his wife to go sleep with the reporter. You know what I'm talking about? That was salacious.
Salacious.
Yo, that's crazy, right? But yeah. So like, long story short, like, get a plan together, man. Beep out the plan.
Yeah.
And just treat people, do golden rule, man. Do unto others that you want to do.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So on that note, let's switch it over real quick. Definitely justice for those that we've lost along the way, but they're the catalyst to get some shit changing. New music.
Yeah, there's been so much.
It has.
So you have shit that I like. There's been so much more too.
It's way more than them. Yeah.
So Big Sean.
Mm-hmm.
Man, it's been so long for me. I came in, he was playing a Big Sean song.
Mm-hmm.
Was that from the album?
No, that was from his last project.
Dark
Dark
Sky Paradise?
Yeah.
So here's the thing about Big Sean, right?
Okay.
Good music. It's just too much music coming out. I'm not gonna go back to it. Like it's not bad.
He's like a rondo of music. It's like you see it,
bad.
you appreciate it, but
See, here's the thing though. We were looking for music during quarantine, right? Like think about it. There was a period where there was nothing coming out. Like nothing.
No, he's better than Rondo. He's the Fred VanVleet of music. I say that to women like Fred VanVleet's a player that's like you're not gonna really look for him throughout the season, but in the big in the playoffs,
I'm about to say womanizing.
One time he's gonna show.
Yeah. Woman me down.
Like, I'm not gonna go back and play like some Big Sean shit, but if like I Don't Fuck With You comes on in the club, or he got some shit on this album, it's cool.
yeah.
Okay.
I just don't know off the top of my head.
Okay.
I see Sade.
Sade actually apparently.
Sade, I do.
Sade. Sweet as
She drink. What she released? What she released? I don't even know what she released.
Someone actually posted. I think it was just a single.
Lil Wayne re-released Carter
But
5.
anything that comes out of her mouth, I want to hear it.
Okay.
You had 21 Savage dropped a project.
You know, I was listening to that today.
Morgan Freeman has endorsed it. If God himself has endorsed it, then it must be worth the
I was
travel.
listening today at work, and I was like, because I read Twitter, it was like, hot take. I was on the forums. I'm an OG boxed in head, OG forum head, so I be with the creeps in the trenches.
Okay.
And a lot of niggas ain't fucking with the 21 Savage album in the streets. They're like, oh, it was cool, easy pass. Like, it was cool, came and went.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they were like, the best part was Morgan Freeman, ironically. So,
Right.
And I was like, wait, Morgan Freeman's on the album? So I went back and listened to it today. And like, the reason why I didn't go so heavy onto it, it wasn't my first listen on Friday, just because there was so much music that came out on Friday.
Yeah. Moneybagg Yo put out a project with Yo Gotti. I'm not sure if
Really?
you heard that. And they actually had a one song in there. I think it's called Brain Dead with Ari on there. And she was
Ari who?
doing Ari Fletcher, who is the Moneybagg Yo's girlfriend, who is Gio.
Okay,
Rose.
let's get into this. Like,
Okay, that was my transition.
I'm sorry, Moneybagg Yo, you're cool. I like you. I saw
Okay.
you went to Columbia, got your teeth done with Dr. Montalio. Must have put that Rick did.
Shout out to y'all for having me
I'm
back.
on Instagram. I'm at home just doing nothing all day, so I'm gonna go on Instagram workholes all day. But who was the person after Moneybagg you saying?
Oh, Yo Gotti. I was saying Yo Gotti, Moneybagg. Ari. We talking about
Ari.
Okay.
Who is she?
So,
I've been
okay.
hearing about this girl for 2 years.
Okay, let me give my lady some credit real quick, right? So,
Like before she got famous and started making a little legging line, who is she? Is she just a girl that got like? Is she like Karuchi? Like a girlfriend
yes, I remember.
related that into something else?
Yes,
Okay.
yes. You know what? And then what I hate is that it takes that affiliation of you being with a guy. She was Jackie Giorbo's baby mother.
Mm-hmm.
She's from Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
And you heard of Arrogant Tay, the hairstylist?
Maybe.
You gotta, okay. I'm gonna show you some pictures, but you see.
Whose
But
hair does he do? Or she
he
do?
did Nicki's.
Who?
Nicki Minaj. Okay.
I know Tokyo Styles.
Oh, look at you. But you're aware. Okay.
That and Jonathan.
You're really aware.
Jonathan's getting money out here. Yo, I be seeing him. He getting money out here.
The late Takashi, you know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. But well, you know what I'm saying? Arrogant Tay, he did her hair, but they're like best friends. But Ari, decided to make a name for herself and have her own businesses going on. But what's been talked about lately is, she purchased him a Wraith for his birthday.
That's what led to my question.
Yes.
Move.
I see these women buying these men really expensive gifts.
Okay.
And it's like, and I'm not saying you can't afford it, but it's like, where are you getting these funds to?
It's called credit.
Are you using his money to give? Are you like? I'm
Look,
the
what
phrase
camera do
for
I look at? It's called credit.
Damn, scamming. That's what's up, man.
Free
I
Hush
would
Puppy.
never buy a Wraith.
And you
personally.
buy. Free my nigga Hush Puppy.
No, Hush Puppy might need to go to jail. He might need to be in jail. And he's in a resort.
Yeah.
He's in fraud jail. He's chilling.
Like,
He's not in
Martha
like
Stewart.
Sing Sing.
He's in timeout.
Like, shit.
And, and I'm not even getting, because I can talk about Hush Puppy and his fucking fuck ups, but another thing about musical, what else I listened to this week? West Side Gun came out. I enjoyed
Yes,
that.
I love Armani Caesar. Shout out to you, boo.
I have not listened to
Liz.
her album yet, honestly, just because
Are you about
I
to?
haven't listened to a woman rapper since Eve. Last woman
Interesting.
rapper album that I like. No, I'm lying.
I was about to say,
I'm
that's
lying.
deep.
That's a big lie.
That's so
That's a big lie.
You didn't listen to City Girls, no way.
No. I don't listen to the City Girls albums. I like Kamaya a lot.
Okay.
Like, she's a really good artist. I like, but it's like Kamaya Rhapsody, but like,
I like Chica, Aronica.
yeah, I don't know, man. Like, when I think of Griselda, I think of a sound.
Okay.
And when I look at Armani Caesar, I don't hear that sound.
Mm.
She doesn't look like what I think of they sound like. And it just doesn't, I need a girl that looks like fucking, what's Shorty from Sway in the Morning? Heather B. I need a Heather B on a Griselda. You know what I'm saying? I don't need a girl that I want to smash.
Oh.
On Griselda beats.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
Like, she's like,
I was distracted for a second. I was like, what?
I'm looking at Armani, she's like, yo, she's a joint. She's a joint. You know what I'm saying?
No, she's lit. Who we got? Lil Wayne. The Carter 5 Deluxe.
Carter 5
Didn't that not
Deluxe.
come out?
That- Well, he re-released it.
He re-released it
other
with different
records.
songs.
I'm fucking.
Shout out to my goat.
This is the guy who came driving up here playing Bad Bunny. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. He shut down New York about 2-3 weeks ago. And, yeah. But yeah, music's been cool, man.
Yeah.
21's cool. Let me actually go back to it. Like, I can really tell you what I've been listening to. I've been
I would say
listening to a
I'm
lot of
going
older music. I've listened to a lot of reggae. Been listening to a lot of.
I've been listening to George Michaels.
Yo, I want to get into that. R.I.P. R.I.P. the GOAT. I don't really know him because we have melanin in our skin.
Yes.
And we're born in, like, we were raised in,
In culture
metropolis,
and legacies.
cities.
And royalty.
But R.I.P. Eddie Van Halen. I don't really know his music unless, I'm sure I heard it in CBS. But I can't name a Van Halen song. But I can tell you, like, oh.
Yeah.
R.I.P. him. He's a legend, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if it was COVID.
We might have heard a few of his songs on the classic The Simpsons show.
I'm sure I've heard him on
Because
like
Bart
Tony Hawk.
showed plenty of love to Van Halen.
Van Halen. I've go back and listen to a lot of like, older music. LMA. Listen to Trip. I listen to Trip a lot on loop.
Which version? Without Jacquees?
No, her version.
Oh, okay.
Listen to a lot of Conway. I mean, this is a lot of felonious rap music. And Larry June. I'm either want to be a pimp or a robber. You know what I'm saying? Or
I feel that.
Perreo with my black music.
You know, for me, some days I want to be a stripper. Some days I want to be a boss ass bitch. Some days I want to be a corporate woman but then some days I want to be on like my Jill Scott NDRE. Like, I'm not shaving a goddamn thing. I'm smoking all my shit.
Is that what they on?
And sage. You know what? During quarantine, a lot of I wish.
I mean, NDRE shaved.
Hope. No, she did. She talked about not my hair. There was hair on her legs.
Oh, because I mean
that she kept. That I'm not going to just shave
she
for you
shaved the hair on her head. I saw that she had a lot of lush hair. She cut that. Her shit looked like.
But that's the thing. It was the idea of we can be ourselves and we don't have to. I don't have to shave the cha cha for you.
Girl on the video.
I'm not talking about my legs. I'm talking about my cha cha. You can still gonna eat it.
I'm not the one with
like
models. I am the one you need. I never heard it. Yeah, I know, nigga. I've smelled incense too. No,
I smell incense too.
We get it. You know what I'm saying? India, you were great. We need to see India RE, Angie Stone versus. I'm putting that out there. What you got on over there?
No, so I saw this post, and you actually appreciate that because you travel and you love to eat different foods.
I love it. That's what I miss it.
How the fuck you want to travel the world but order chicken tenders everywhere you go?
I know someone like that.
I know a few people like that.
Ironically, I know someone who is in the public eye. We all know him.
Yeah.
I've traveled with him to multiple places outside of the city of Atlanta and internationally.
We love you though.
And this motherfucker does not eat vegetables. Grown ass man with children, mind you. He's like, oh, I don't like that. What's that? Lettuce? I'm like, yeah, nigga, it's 95% water. Oh, nah. So yeah, like, I believe it. I'm not gonna blow you up, but you know who you are.
Yo, that's crazy. So let me throw y'all with a random international note.
I mean, to expound on that, I believe that because all these people that's in Tulum, y'all niggas ain't eating real Mexicans. Y'all eating bullshit rice and beans.
And them rice and beans
yeah,
are not fresh.
Y'all not eating. I've been to Tulum.
Refried beans.
Tulum, all right, just to give you guys, Tulum is the shops of Buckhead of Mexico, that area. It's like, it's nice, it's real pretty, but it ain't for the locals. People from Atlanta don't go to shops, so they ain't going to fucking Fleet Plain. That's for your cousins from New York who want to go down and scam. And that's what Tulum is, right there.
Well, what I've heard, the purses, the bags are going out right now, so ladies, scam. Yeah? Okay, bet.
Speaking of scamming, you see, Tarisha's not, she says she's single or some shit like that. I'm just going through all my deep
No, this is good. This is good, because this is still on the verge of like cancel culture. You know, let's talk about it. Is there a time frame that you're public about your breakup?
I think when you're a public entity like those two people are, you have to be, unfortunately.
Like Beyonce didn't do that.
Society.
She's put out an album.
As a normal person in the world, you should not have to do that. But even I don't think they need to do that. But like I understand people as public. Like if Justin Bieber and his wife break up, they need to issue a statement. Like,
but God is involved in their marriage. Okay.
These motherfuckers don't believe in God.
What do you think, like Scientology?
No, I just don't think people hold. Okay, I think it sounds good.
Get into it.
I think it sounds good. I hate go down this road, but I think when you really get into it, like, people, when they say God, when you really ask people, like, if you were to get real serious with people, be like, yo, what's your understanding, what's your relationship with God? They'd be like, shit, I mean, you know, I pray and shit. And, like, I used to be, like, an altar boy growing up. I used to be in Sunday school. I used to help with Sunday school. You're like, yeah, but what's your current relationship with God? They won't be able to tell you that shit, man. Like,
yeah.
So, like, that's what my whole thing of people is, these holy rollers is like, all right, whatever, bro.
Yeah, I feel it.
I trust you, but I'm just saying, I look at you a little sidewise. I need you to validate yourself in the streets.
Okay. But
you don't need to, like, list out the revelations and shit to me, but you need to just be like,
accept your faults and flaws and dismays. And
yeah. No, like, at the end of the day, my thing is I hate higher than thou motherfuckers.
Okay.
When they think they're like, oh, you know, like, I don't know, smug and shit.
Yeah, okay, what I hate, or I'm not say hate, what I dislike are those that have different beliefs or principles, and they want to invoke it on you, and if they don't think that you are believing what they believe, or you're not trying to get with that, they just look at you as a bad person.
So that's amazing you say that, because that plays into right now, which is ironic, with election. Because everyone right now, I think how we came off in the beginning of the show, a lot of people think, like, just because we're black and we're young, oh, we want you to vote for Biden. I don't give a fuck who you vote for, honestly. I mean, yes, I do. But I would rather you vote at the end of the day. Like, at the end of the day, it's a numbers game. And we see that we see what the boy Donnie is trying to do. He's just trying to get people to stay home. So, like, even if you go vote for you can go vote for Jay-Z, right, to fill that in. But just go vote. Like, maybe that's being disadvantageous, but, like, still, like, go vote. Like, get up off the couch. I'm sorry, these are my pundits over here.
Nah, it's cool. If they agree, then it's good.
Yeah, I was over there like, you go, you had me there, but you lost me. So I'm like, all right, I had to double bet down here. But yeah, so at the end of the day, go out there and vote. We're about to take a little break.
Yes.
And we'll be back, guys.
Be back.
Y'all funny as shit.
Yeah, I just want to talk about that. Yeah, I've been,
Social media.
you know, you at home with one person, you be thinking all day. Yes, but it's Kickback Podcast. We back, y'all. We had a lot to talk about. We got real deep metaphysical during the break.
Absolutely.
Like NLE Chopper. I love that little nigga, man.
Yeah, so it's funny. He put up some recent posts, and it actually aligns with what we were going into talking about. You know, we find that a lot of the people that either we don't respect or we do respect, they do put out content or some knowledge, and specifically this young man has put out posts that just kind of awakens like what we need to be tapped into. So I'm going to read a few of his posts.
Okay.
When you meditate, there are different chakras you can connect with. This is NLE Chopper, so I'm going to put that out there, okay? These colors you see, if you think of them, is one way to focus on each chakra. Also, the different frequency waves can help attach each chakra to. Share this. Here's another one. Also, fasting can help your stomach relax. This strengthens the immune system. They say we post, this is again LE Chopper, we post to eat 3 times a day, but your stomach needs rest too. Young man's woke. Fasting is important, saves a lot of your energy. I only eat 1 meal a day. If you're grounding, sun gazing, and meditating, fasting should come easy because you realize how much food you take in can lower your energy. Take cold showers. It helps the immune system, improves blood circulation, regulates body temperature, makes you less horny, etc. I can keep going on.
Alright, so I don't know anything about him, honestly.
Stop using sunscreen.
I literally just Googled him to learn more. I honestly thought he's from New Orleans.
Prepare for food shortages.
No, bro got a few good songs.
This man is woke.
This man.
I thought it was New Orleans Chopper, and I think of like Chopper Style and Soulja.
Oh, not that Chopper.
So I just think of like, alright, he's at New Orleans, young nigga. Whatever, these acronyms.
Yeah.
All these fucking acronyms, prefixes.
Yeah. No, they throw me off.
I can't handle it, man.
They throw me
If
off.
you ain't a DDS or an MBA or some shit like that, man, cut the shit. But anyways, like, I love to see him like have like a transformation over the internet. Like, so we see a lot of bullshit on social media, and especially in pandemic, it's cool to see someone kind of like taking this time to look inwards and like understand that he has such an influence on young people, especially with like the recent work shit with like Juice WRLD, Lil Skies, Lil Peep. I don't know if whomever, all the Lils that died in the recent years, due to like whatever young people go through. I'm happy to see him like letting people know it's cool to look into themselves and have some self-actualization, because at the end of the day, like, you can't look at other people to fix your problems until you look into yourself.
Right.
So that's why I fuck with NLE Choppa.
Yeah.
I don't know, a goddamn song he makes, he could be playing, I don't know anything he does, but I fuck with what he's doing.
He has some solid songs.
He does, and you know, and that's what really I wanted to talk about. You know, the influence as far as things that have been going on now. You know, we saw Megan Thee Stallion actually called out the Attorney General from the situation with Breonna Taylor.
Oh, Daniel Cameron?
Yes, and on the Saturday Night Live performance.
See,
that's
man,
the biggest platform to do so.
Yeah, honestly, he ain't even worried. Daniel Cameron's playing the long game on you boys. He's going.
But they're gonna fuck him over in the long run.
In about 12
they don't
years.
Care about him.
No, he's trying to play that 12 years, 8 years in the DNC. He's trying to make that run for vice pres. Cause like, I hate to be C-SPAN, the Democratic Party needs people of color. They need cool young people of color that's appealing, but also that's not too crazy liberal. Daniel Cameron's like, oh, he looks clean, he speaks well, he's a great person to put up forward. So like, he knows. I know what he's doing, man. Like, he's just trying to jockey and position himself. He set himself up at 2030. You know? And like, at the end of the day, like, I can't be mad at him for delivering the message. You can't kill the messenger for delivering the message of the system. Like, yeah, it's fucked up, but what can he do specifically to change that?
So let's talk about it real quick, because you know I'm entering from it and I'm seeing it now from a first person perspective. But, you know, when we first saw a blatant disrespect of human rights for African Americans, I feel like it was on the biggest platform was probably Trayvon Martin, right? And then Sandra Bland.
That was probably I would say like in recent memory the start of where we're at today.
Yes.
In recent history.
Yes.
As far as media coverage, probably yes, Trayvon Martin.
Okay.
And George Zimmerman, like those are. Would you say like that was probably the first?
That was huge.
In history.
Okay.
You know, like, history books, it'll probably be the first.
And then we take it back, and then we think about, or posts that I've been seeing, you know, they compared it to Emmett Till as far as how it connected. But you know, recently we just found out, or in recent years, we found out that the woman that said
her deathbed, she said he didn't rape her.
He didn't do it. You know, so I just think, and going to the whole conversation where we're talking about just influence and, you know, cancel culture and just, you know, going with what's right. Do we feel that we have to be more careful as far as who we listen to or as far as the information that we're taking in?
I mean, yes and no. At the end of the day, like, everyone's you're still entitled to listen to whatever you want to. I just challenge you, if you're listening to this, to challenge yourself to learn more. And to look, and I haven't watched that. I'm gonna talk about you about that.
We're definitely talking
about
that.
But I want you to look into. I want you to challenge you to look into yourself.
You're
more.
my head.
And whatever that is, like, just look into yourself more and just ask yourself, like, what am I unhappy with in my life? Mm-hmm. What could be the common denominator in that, and what part do I play in this feeling? And then when you're really honest with yourself, you'll be able to kind of put some things together. That's it. That's
that's so like wide, like across the board. Like that's not just music. That's politics. That's everything that's going on. And I feel like you might have heard where they said some of the cops that have been in situations, they said that they might have been bullied when they were younger.
I mean,
or something like that.
At the end of the day, like, I know I may sound like an empathizer. Like, I'm not really mad at the cops. Like, I'm mad at the cops, but like, the system protects the cops. Like, at the end of the day, like, if we were in a system that was made to serve justice, this shit wouldn't slide. You know what I'm saying? Like, so like, at the end of the day, we need to look at it deeper. Like, it's cute to say arrest Derek Chauvin and all that, but like, what are we going to arrest him for? What can you really hold him for? When the system is not designed to. When you have what's the thing the cops have?
Immunity?
No. The probable fear or something like that. Probable fear. No, it's like the thing where it's like, if I could say I felt fear at any moment, I could justify.
Imminent threat.
I think that's what it is. Like, so like when you have rules like that for police, it just shows that like, come on, bro. Like there is no like justice to be made. And that kind of double piece back to what you were asking, like, have fun, listen to your ratchet shit, listen to 21 Savage talk about shooting niggas and Dracos. I love that shit too, but at the end of the day, just know this is about balance, bro. Like, it ain't only that.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I love ratchet shit. I love Lil Baby. You know what I'm saying?
I love Lil Baby.
Free Rollo, nigga.
Apparently, somebody in the street said Rollo was free. But, you know, while we're talking about that, and we're talking about going deeper than that, you know, we got something from our side correspondent about Lovecraft Country.
Yeah, so I heard about it.
Okay.
I see everyone talking about it.
Okay.
I know HBO doesn't miss. What is it? Is it science fiction? Is it like...
I would definitely say science
Is it like...
fiction.
Is it Westworld meets black people?
Well, it is based off of a book. A very, you know, horror has been in the lives of everyone
Right.
throughout history. It's based off of a book that has been revamped for representation of black people. So the stories that are coming out are from that book. They've been manipulated. Correct me if I'm wrong. Homeboy that wrote it was racist.
To my knowledge, yes, but I wouldn't quote that. And essentially, each episode has been exploring certain things that black people either fear or have been coming after us over a certain period of time. And how
Right.
we're dealing with it.
It's heavy.
Without
This is perfect.
without actually giving it away, actually, one episode where a woman in the back of her mind and for a long period of time wanted to, you know, dive into being a white woman and actually explored into dark magic to become a white
I
woman.
would love... Yo, so all right.
So we can do a sit down or review
And I
we
think...
talk about this.
All right,
and
so
some
this
more
may
content.
explain why I'm on my super duper
There's two
pro...
left. Come back to it.
Yeah, so we're gonna do a sit down.
This is
watch
perfect because
it.
I'm looking to... All right, this is going to explain it all. Why I'm super duper pro Hotep Black women. I just finished How to Get Away with Murder. Fucking Annalise Keating, motherfucking goddamn. Y'all watch How to
you
Get Away with
didn't know?
Murder?
Yeah.
Oh, you didn't?
I never watched it. I started watching it like also when my girl started rewatching it, so I watched like I'm watching episode 6.
Yeah, see
And
what's
I'm like,
out.
yo, she's Tony Soprano, Walter White, Annalise Keating.
You're correct.
I put them all three together. She's that fucking cold. So like that being said, I need a new show to watch. Lovecraft Country.
I think that we
Lovecraft sounds like the shit I'm ready to
Take
go
it
watch.
slow.
it
Yeah,
has a
take-
slow beginning,
Take your time. Do not binge.
but really dive
Hour-long
into
episodes.
About an hour. Yes.
It's
Okay.
put like this: it's J.J. Abrams meets Jordan Peele.
J.J.
Okay.
Abrams. That's Star Wars, right?
Yes, meets Jordan Peele.
And it's gonna look like Stranger Things, but it's much,
Yes.
Okay.
it's much deeper than that.
Yeah, because I see the imagery, and it kind of reminds me of what what's the shit where they blew up to Tulsa first episode, Regina Hall.
Watchmen.
It kind of reminds me of like that imagery,
So it does have the feel.
that cinematography.
Because of the time frame that it's in.
Oh, okay. So that's one thing I see. That's what I kind of been getting at. So I'm gonna check that out actually. Actually, this is a great segment. Like, is anything you've been watching? We've been at home.
This
pandemic time.
is a good segment. Actually, I've been diving into things like Lucifer. I got into Lovecraft Country.
I done watched it all already, man.
Yeah, I got into Ratchet. Shout out to time out. Shout out to Ryan Murphy. You know, of course, if you don't know who Ryan Murphy is, he did Pose. He did American Horror Story, American Crime Story.
I need to watch.
And now he's done Ratchet, which is the adaptation or a storyline created about one of the best characters ever created, Mildred Ratchet, from One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
Okay.
And what's his name? Sarah Paulson does an amazing job. She's actually probably now one of my favorite white women.
Okay.
She says period with a T.
I
She
don't know how I
really
feel
did
about that. I
well.
still don't. I don't know how I feel about that, but you can
Well,
continue.
as a ratchet black woman.
I don't let white people slide with that type of shit. No,
And also
so you
keep
good.
out-
That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
That's a fair statement. We'll definitely
I
get
mean,
into
looking
that
at you
later.
like, all right, nigga, you going? Yeah.
But yeah, no. So I've definitely the last thing I watched was Ratchet, and then American Murder, which
I've watched a bunch of British shows. I watched Luther,
okay.
but I watched something before Luther with like another cop British show on Netflix. I love British TV, man.
Really?
I would always recommend
British
people
TV's
watch, Weeds, I think. Is the name of it.
British TV might be
It's iconic.
British cable television is better than American cable television as far as like
more
production.
intelligent than we are as a nation.
Oh my god, dude! Like the writing and like Luther aired on cable there. That shit's like HBO quality of like shit that they show.
Did either of you watch P-Valley?
That's not.
Okay, no, I was gonna give that a segment.
I don't have
Okay.
stars. I'm being cheap. I'm gonna pay for stars and watch it all.
Well, no,
Skins.
you gotta
I'm
get
sorry,
friends
Skins
that
was
have
Skins.
stars.
Have y'all watched Skins before?
Was that those show on MTV?
No, Skins was a British show. It was some of the wildest shit that came out in like maybe 2007, 2008.
Okay.
But highly recommended. Like if you want to see some wild
I
British,
fuck with Brits.
like on the
Yo,
drugs,
just
like
to show you
R&B shit,
how
it's a
much
great
I
show.
fuck with OG British TV.
He said,
I used to watch Ben Hill on Channel 15 growing up. My nigga, like Benny Hill
Sick,
or
we
Ben
gonna
Hill.
talk. We gonna talk, bro.
Yo, I like that. It's quirky, man. It's intelligent. It makes you think. But then
I love
also
it.
like I've been playing video games. I got 2K21 and shit. Like I'm trying to make it to the finals and shit.
Honestly, you know what? And speaking of like this quarantine stuff we've been watching, and you say games, you know, I need somebody to see me on like the PS. You know what I'm saying? As far as fighting games, because I've been putting out a lot of energy on like my Tekkens and my Mortal Kombats and my Street Fighters.
I can't play.
I want you to see me. I want you to see me. I want you to see me. Game Supreme is my handle.
That sounded real misogynistic right there. Right?
Well, feel my film.
But I'll say this because like
Feel my film.
unless
okay?
it's like a hardcore
Okay.
gaming chick, like normally women, there's a level of competition that women
What you do? Left 4
follow you
Dead?
up to.
Call of Duty?
And then once you go past it, like, damn, you're doing a little too much.
Right.
And I'm like, and I don't know, I
I
can't turn it off.
You know what I hate? You know what I
I
hate?
can't
If
turn that
I beat your
competition
ass a few times, you think it's personal.
Yeah. But that's anybody.
That is crazy.
That's competition, though. That's competition.
That's anybody that's walking the
If
street.
a dude beat me like that, I feel the same exact way. Like,
Let me set this scene real quick.
Run that
Hold
back.
up. Let me set this scene real quick. Okay, we're talking like a regular gamer chick. You know, she come home, hey babe, how you doing? Okay.
You
Wanna
getting
roll
look into
up?
a guy's mind right now.
Cool, okay. Literally, you're getting a guy, but fucking shit. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you trying to play the game? Cool. You might start off watching a show that she wants to watch that could be the girliest of girliest shows. Right? And you like, oh, you jump on the game. Then she says, oh, can I play with you? Yeah, let's do a fighting game. Cool, bet.
That's red flag 1 right there. I'm not 13 anymore. I play video games by myself. I'm so sorry. Like I don't like split
You
screen.
got one controller too.
You can get on LAN, you can get in the other room. I got 2 controllers, but you can get on the other display. I'm not trying to split screen Call of Duty. What is this? We're not spending. We're not doing sleepovers. We gotta do quads on the Call of Duty.
All right, so that's the first sign. So would the second sign technically be if she suggests a game, depending on what game it is?
You know,
you try to throw a street
women
fight.
in video games are like, I don't like. There's a few things I don't mix. You know what I'm saying? And I like women and like my vices like that. I don't mix those.
Talk about it. Let's talk about it.
I don't choose not to. I'm okay.
Okay.
Now, I'm not saying that girls are in the video games aren't in because I've been to Comic-Con.
Okay. That
Dragon
doesn't count.
Con.
That's such a wide
Yo,
platform.
I've been to Dragon Con. They got the joints
God
out there,
kicks.
but at the end of the day, I'm not really. You can play video games. You can play Smash Brothers and Mario. I don't want you with your headset on, like gaming harder than me. Personally, is that fucked up?
Fuck you! Fuck you!
Nah, like if my girl's on Twitch, I feel a little weird about it. Like, you on
It's a
Twitch?
little like, because it's been so predominantly a male-driven sport, because it's a sport.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
And it's like when we come in, we come through just like, hey, we're here. Like nothing to come to you because
Yeah.
I'm quiet. I ain't. Hey, if I'm kicking your ass, I'm quiet.
Yeah.
Girl, don't beat the shit out of me.
Hey, listen,
You know?
man, we got Street Fighter on the PlayStation.
Yeah, she tapped the fuck
So
out.
that like.
I'm quiet.
If we need to settle.
So like, and like that's the thing about it, man.
But if y'all
Like,
can see me on Tekken, it's a wrap.
I'm the competitor, like, and that's gonna really make me hot. If like she
Okay.
smacks me quietly and respectfully,
Wow.
Okay. So then let's go through
Yeah, I feel you, bro.
the first
I'd
game.
rather you talk shit to me.
So the
I'd
first
rather
game.
you talk
Say
shit.
the first game happens, right? And she's doing like combos. It's not even like a real thing. So then you're like, okay, 2 out of 3.
Honestly, if she's doing combos, you don't even know how to take it there, bro.
He gonna turn it off.
No, like
I'm ready to go.
the shit Yo-Yo's talking about, the shit that you gotta get out. Because if you beat me respectfully like that, no, bro. I need you to be fuck nigga in my face talking shit. I need that.
Yeah!
So I'm like, at least
Silence will kill your ego.
Fuck you, bitch!
I think I do.
In your face!
I used to
in your
talk so
face.
much shit to friends playing video games. Like,
Luke Cage.
Somebody see me on PS, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to
but
get
at the end of the day, I
out
think
and
like women that play video, like a perfect example, Megan Thee Stallion. I see chicks, they're amazing. It's amazing. I just, that's what's up. That's cool. That's cool.
Yeah, I mean,
Exactly.
anime. I like
Exactly.
anime.
That's how I feel about
It's
y'all.
cool.
That's
I
cool.
like anime too, but I don't watch it. that sounds like the most crazy hater shit. That sounds really fucking
That
disgusting.
sounds so like, yeah,
I
fuck
like it, but I
around.
don't
I'll
watch
listen
it,
to
like-
shit, but I got it.
I like it, but I don't watch it like.
That's how I feel about
It comes on,
watching
like-
sports.
I'm like, oh, that shit's cool. Like, okay, the nigga with the itty bitty voice is about to fuck some shit up. I'm about to smack the shit out of the nigga with the big crazy voice. And he's like, sweating, I get it. But it's like, I'm not gonna download Funimation when I go home. I'm not downloading Crunchyroll. I got Crunchyroll, I'm not watching, like, I seen Akira and all that shit too, bro. Like, I watch it all. Ghost in the Shell.
Start with Avatar.
It's cool. I like anime. I respect it. It's just like I was watching South Park the other day. I know that's not anime, but
Hell
like,
nah, don't even.
I know that's not anime, but like,
You should watch
You know
One
what?
Punch Man.
huh?
One Punch Man. You should watch.
What's that?
One,
Oh, you never seen One Punch Man? Oh, no, you gotta watch that.
My anime is like
It's like
One.
satire anime. It's the best
like
thing.
If you don't like
BoJack
anime,
Horseman type of satire.
if you don't like
Nah,
anime,
like
watch that
Kung
show.
Fu Hustle.
Yeah, like Kung Fu Hustle as.
Okay. So I like anime. I like cartoons that are like real people, but they're cartoons. Like I know BoJack wasn't the best, but I like the concept of like he's an actor. He's like, man, my fucking life sucks, man. Like,
No, so
but it's
yeah,
a cartoon. I thought that was cool.
same deal.
Futurama, the greatest cartoon in my opinion.
Interesting.
Fucking Zoidberg. I love the robot Bender.
Bender.
Yeah.
Bender is
Bender was a really
Bender
good actor.
is what we all are inside.
It's my shiny metal ass.
Bender is everyone on the inside, but we just have empathy.
We're fried. We're fried, but we're Bender.
And like that's why I love Bender, man. He's the greatest character on cartoons, man. Greatest character.
I think Stewie or Brian. Like,
Brian's incredible too.
Okay, if we're gonna go into a childlike sense, I personally think Jake. Okay, Jake is from Adventure Time. If you're familiar.
Okay.
All that weed smoking cartoons and shit, y'all lost me.
But
When they started marketing like weed smoking and cartoons on
But
Cartoon
here-
Network, it fucked me up because I was on some Hanna-Barbera cartoons.
ooh, shout out to Boomerang.
Hanna-Barbera.
Hanna-Barbera, yeah.
Yeah.
So like when they were like with Aqua Teen Hunger Force, like y'all niggas getting high in cartoons, like
That was
overtly.
Adult Swim. That was different.
Exactly. That's when like with MF Doom and all that shit, I was like, okay, it's cool. I
And you
appreciate it.
know,
I see what's going on, but it just wasn't my bag.
and you know it's crazy, and actually to kind of even like give like a whole bubble to what we were talking about, they're actually banning Aqua Teen Hunger Force and Boondocks from Adult Swim for being culturally insensitive because of what's been going on.
Man, Meatball, let Meatball cook, man. Meatball.
Man,
Man, RIP to the God. Let Grandpa talk his shit.
Meatball.
let Grandpa talk. How you take away Boondocks and Aqua Teen Hunger Force?
I know we're rambling, but like this is one thing I want to say before. Like, it's kind of great to say like, if we want to keep holding people to these fire, like, we're gonna have to cancel everything we love. Growing
Yes.
up. Like, you're gonna start looking at shit real crazy. Like,
No more stand up.
you gotta start looking at things like even like
Disney was racist.
what's this movie? The cartoon.
Generally, it was racist. and
What's the cartoon with the girl that had to clean in the glass slipper?
Cinderella?
Cinderella. Like,
That was sexual assault.
bro, that's like misogyny.
That's,
you can't
that's
go-
kidnapping. That's child trafficking.
The worst of it all, Beauty and the Beast.
Oh,
That's what I'm saying,
No, that's bestiality.
Like I said, if you really want to get no, Beauty and the
That's
Beast is
kidnapping.
pretty woman in fucking cartoon.
Yes.
It's Richard Gere and Shorty.
And Julie Roberts, absolutely.
It's like, but
Sleeping
like,
Beauty, Right?
That's what I'm saying. Like, if you really want to like,
Snow White,
If you really want to talk about
it's
it.
canceling our memories, and like, that's cool. I'm with that.
Lion King,
Y'all gotta understand,
gentrification,
man.
homophobia.
You're
shit's
canceling everything. Everything has to be
shit's changing.
addressed. Everything has
Eddie
to
Murphy,
be
he's
modified.
gone.
He apologized. Hollywood love him now.
I mean, that's what you gotta.
But you
gotta
see
get out
they
front
did
of
to
it,
Jim
really.
Carrey? He's crazy.
Yeah,
Well, Jim Carrey
crazy.
just.
No. Shout out to Jim Carrey. He's
that
a
guy.
goat. If I
He
could,
is. He's just
What
like.
did Jim Carrey do?
He's just.
he's Canadian and outspoken.
I think he's just not conforming
about
to the
American
system.
ways.
He's not conforming to the system, and he's been like. I don't know if you could say blackballed because he's so rich.
But he
has,
shows
like-
love to the black people that put him on. Shout out to the Wayne.
Because like
That's
it's the money
right.
he's
He and
made.
Ivory.
He's made the movies he's made. He doesn't need to do anything ever again. He's so cool. Like,
Yeah.
Guy alone.
It's
like
Jim
off
Carrey.
Ace Ventura alone, bro.
He
like,
just did the
Mask.
voiceover for SNL for Joe Biden.
like he doesn't need to do
Right,
that.
And
right.
Sonic too.
Like if you think about like how many
He did
countries The
something.
Mask is dubbed in,
Forever.
how many countries is Ace Ventura 1, 2 dubbed in?
True.
How many countries like
You watch this shit on India TV. on
I got a fire
regular
stick.
cable.
What's good?
exactly so like
Fuck a fire stick. That shit come on regular cable. You plug the shit in, it's just Jim Carrey.
What? I support. I'm just, but just still.
I'm pro Jim Carrey though. I think people need to try and go out like it's, I think this is like the theme of like the episode of just like looking into yourself, knowing your rights, educating yourself, and formulating a plan to get justice for yourself in whichever way you are. Whether you're a
Absolutely.
woman, you're a person of color,
Mm-hmm.
and
Try.
bring unity
Tribalism.
and like bring
Tribalism.
tribalism, group tribalism. Because like we all have our fucking slights that we've been slighted on,
Yes.
and we all want to be righted on those slights.
Yes.
And like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's the only people I don't count is Proud Boys. Y'all niggas is cool.
While y'all standing down and standing by, the boys in the bluff are standing down and standing by.
Yo, that's so.
Tick, tick, tick,
So
tick,
no,
tick.
no. Alright, here's the thing. Like, the historian
Give it to him, sir.
in me, I would love Hammurabi to just like let it be the purge. Let it just let just the shit work its way out. But the niggas in the hood don't be shooting their guns like that, man. They can't. Can they
It's
really
okay.
shoot?
It's okay.
The Proud Boys really go shoot. They go shoot 100 rounds each Saturday.
Yes.
Yes.
So and they clean their guns.
Henry County gonna be on
At
fire.
Sweetwater Creek Park.
Exactly.
Yes.
So them boys on Delmar Lane, them fucking rusty guns.
Y'all better use that
That's
Crisco
all I'm
and
gonna
that
say.
oil that y'all been
Fuck it up, you
reusing
clean your gun
and that
with Crisco.
grease that y'all ain't been using. I'm just saying.
Take some
do
of that money
something.
that you spend on Alexander Wings and buy some gun cleaning kit, and you'll be good. And that's all I gotta say.
Let's hope for the best.
I love the red, black, and green.
I
Are
love
we missing anything that we talked about? I feel there's been a lot going on.
It has. We do have like more content to kind of catch up when we
Yeah.
do like our next episodes, but this is definitely.
What about
like,
the
just-
podcast? You got anything on your
yeah.
your list? Because I mean, like, shit, we got a couple more minutes. I mean, it's,
Yeah. Let me dig in the bag.
so I'm looking like I feel like there's so much, and I'm gonna get home like, oh yeah,
I love
oh
it.
yeah.
All right, let's see. Oh, that's a chick.
I can edit this too, so it don't bother me.
So we were talking about communication
Yeah.
this week, and remember I said to you about I know y'all don't like that. This is because of this.
I don't mind. So
Let me
here's
read.
the
Hold
thing.
up. Let me read
Okay,
it first.
Okay.
Please stop sending men long paragraphs after they hurt you. They don't care, and nothing you say will guilt trip them into caring.
Oh, that's
Take
different.
your dignity and go.
That's different.
That's different
That's
from what
different.
we're talking about, but just in the sense
Don't
of
try and after the damage is done. Don't try and get guilt trip. You can get a one word response. You're gonna get even more mad.
That's accurate.
And what do you expect's gonna happen? However, if you're like, don't send me a paragraph. Just call me. That goes to anyone. If I find myself multiple periods and commas and putting punctuation marks I haven't used since school when I hate wide rule paper, I'm just gonna call you, bro. Like, you don't need to be texting. Like, a text message is a short, quick burst. Just call me, man.
And with that, I was just saying that because of what you said and because of what happened, just people should definitely communicate more, should definitely open up more,
Yeah, obviously.
and definitely put it out verbally what it is they have to say, because then once you get a better understanding, because texting
Hey, yo.
has gone awry.
Especially right now, man, it's getting darker earlier. Y'all see what it is, 7 o'clock, nigga. It's dark. You wake up at 7:30, 8 o'clock, and 7. Sun will rise till 7:30. And it's just gonna get darker. It'll just get colder. And you're gonna be buckled down for another for 4 or 5 months, and you better get that communication right, or it's gonna get a cold winter. Because you ain't gonna be able to go outside and walk the Kroger to get away from your girl, or your baby mama, or your man, or your husband. Learn how to communicate.
Man, the store in the complex just closed. I'm so upset.
Yeah, we'll talk about that.
Okay.
That's some local shit. I've
Yeah.
heard about that.
I got one more. Okay. A female will get drunk and tell you all these feelings she got for you, then you don't hear from her again. Until
That's
she's
both
gone.
ways. That goes both ways.
Communication, you guys.
That goes with guys. That goes back to our talk about just like
Non-toxic communication.
people looking into each other, man. Like, yo, if you want to have a relationship and love, do that shit. Fuck what your friends say.
Give people the benefit of the doubt.
If you want to go out and have a man every day of the week, go out and do that shit. But just be real with yourself and do what you want to do deep down inside.
But don't guilt trip her for being that woman that wants to go out with every man.
I mean, honestly, if you're around people that's gonna guilt trip you, you don't need to be around those people.
Period.
Like, honestly.
On that note, let's talk about what we got coming up. We got episodes coming out, of course. Shout out to the shooter, Shakir. You know what I'm saying? We're going to put his IG information out.
You
Even
should
though we
be,
got
hey,
the aesthetic
Cleaning
going
up in here, I
right.
bet. You clean up out here.
Yeah, no, what I'm saying?
I walked in here like, oh yeah, it's a nice little short Uber ride from any bar.
Yes,
It's a
sir.
little $15 Uber ride. Where you at?
So,
Yeah, that's nothing. No, yeah. I know where this is. I used to live over there. I love this part of the town.
No, so the
I used to
aesthetic
live off
is
of
amazing.
like across 20
Oh
in
yeah.
Grant Park, so I love this area. Like, this is the perfect centralized part of town. But the listeners don't care about that.
Yeah.
This has been the Feedback Podcast. We love
Absolutely.
you guys. We'll be back next week, y'all.
Bye, guys.
Good
Yeah, I love this part of town.
job.
I think this is like a.
What store closed?